So the purpose of a budgeting system. First of all, what is a budget? It's a detailed plan expressed in numbers that specifies how resources will be acquired and used during a period. So a budget is both, we'll think about it from a manufacturing perspective, a budget is both, we need to buy 100 pounds of this raw material, and we expect that 100 pounds of that raw material will cost a certain amount of money. So it's both in terms of quantities and dollars. Budgeting, the verb, is the process of preparing a budget. And why do you do it? You do it because you need to plan. If you don't have, it is your basic tool for planning the next year. If you're a cost center, if you're an IT department, the budgeting process tells you, here are the projects you need to work on next year. And here are the resources you will have, dollars and people, to do those projects. If you're a sales department, here's how much we expect you to sell so that we can hit our numbers and get to our bottom line. A budget is a communications document. Everybody in the organization sees the budget, they know the plan. It should align people towards goals and therefore allocate their resources appropriately towards those goals. Now, obviously, a company has to be flexible and be willing to move away from the budget based upon external factors that either say we can't meet those numbers or, hey, the world has changed, we have to shift our resources to be more effective. But it is a plan. Just because a plan is not followed to the T doesn't mean you shouldn't plan. It becomes a control tool because by using the master budget in conjunction with the flexible budgets, you will be able to figure out where and why you're either reaching your numbers or not reaching your numbers. Why are things not working the way you want them to work? And ultimately, and this is a dangerous one, you can use a budget to evaluate your employees and give promotions and bonuses and raises, etc. The challenge with performance evaluation is that the budget is a plan that's done well in advance, and things change. The economy could change, and to evaluate employees based upon a shifting environment in a vacuum is not appropriate. That's why things like balanced scorecards are important, to show not just how you did versus the numbers, but also how you did in other aspects of your job. Like everything, a budget starts from the strategy. And we know a strategy is a long-range planning effort, 5 to 10 years out. And you have a master budget, which is what we're going to focus on today, but you also have capital budgets. Capital budgets identify where do you need to make significant investment for the future. Do we need to build a new factory? Do we need to hire a significant number of new people over the long haul? So the capital budget is a tool for making long-term, large investments. Strategic budget expenditures are those expenditures that lead to long-term value and competitive advantage. I think we saw this slide the very first day or something similar to it. I won't go into it in too much detail, but right down here, you have your strategic goals, you have long-term plans that result in capital budgets, and then you have your short-term objectives, which is for the next year. That results in a master budget, which you then need to control, and you control that through the flexible budgets.